Welcome back, everyone. This is Rito here with another Calamity Endgame Weapon Showcase. Today we're going to be showcasing the Elemental Excalibur. This item is a post-Supreme Calamitas developer weapon with crazy amounts of damage, very reminiscent of the original Enchanted Sword or the True Excalibur with the projectiles that it shoots. As you can see, it's shooting kind of a rainbow assortment of projectiles with different effects on each one. They're quite interesting. Some of them spin around you, some of them home on enemies. Each of them have slightly different effects, but the main effect that all of them share is crazy amounts of damage and power. So let's really quickly try it out on a test dummy and see what type of damage this weapon can do. So it looks like it is doing 500,000 damage per second, single target. Let's try it out on multiples over here. We're seeing easily into the 2 millions. 2.3 seems to be a consistent number right there. 2.5, 2.6. I'm going to zoom out here so you can get a better view of the projectiles. I really like the exciting, colorful projectiles that it shoots out and how they kind of have a life of their own. Like this one's spinning around me waiting for an enemy to hit, and some of the others shoot faster, some shoot very slow, this one right here is creating a bunch of extra projectiles in its path. I think aesthetically the item is very cool. It looks like a weapon for a god, which is kind of how you feel at the end of Calamity mode. Well, at least until you start fighting Supreme Calamitas, then you feel very weak. But I just think this item looks really cool. Let's check out real quickly what this will do to some bosses that we're familiar with. So let's summon Providence. Oh, I need to switch it on to Daylight. And there we go. Let's see how quickly this will destroy Providence. Instantly deletes Providence. Love it. Okay, so let's try another boss that's a little bit more tanky, a little bit more challenging, like the Devourer of Guts. And it just killed the first form there. And let's see what it does for the second form. Yeah, I would highly recommend this weapon for any melee players in Calamity. Very, very powerful. You can kind of just see right there the damage it did against the Devourer of Gods. So what does it take to craft an item that can do 2.6 million DPS on a target dummy right there? Let's check it out. The recipe's a tad bit complex. We've got the Greatsword of Blah. That's the first part, and that is the Greatsword of Judgment and Nightmare Fuel Dark Sun. The Greatsword of Judgment is simply crafted by 11 Luminite bars. The next part of the recipe is the True Excalibur, which most people know how to craft. It's just the Excalibur and Broken Hero Sword, and the Excalibur is from hallowed bars, which you'll get from the mechanical bosses. The next part of the recipe is 3 large diamonds. Large diamonds are the combination of 15 diamonds, so that actually can take a while to farm up 45 diamonds. The next thing also will take a bit of time to farm, which is 10 light shards, 10 dark shards. Several enemies in the game can drop these. The one I usually get it from are the dark mummies or the hallowed mummies. Also have living shards, Galactia singularities, which are a combination of the different vortex, stardust, and nebula fragments, which you'll have plenty of those by the time you're fighting Supreme Calamitas. Then, of course, the Shadow Spec bars, which is a combination of the Calamitas Essence and Auric Tesla bars. The last part of the recipe is simply Souls of Light and Souls of Night, but 50 of each. So if you don't have a ton of resources, this may take a little while to farm up some light shards and dark shards. I would highly recommend that you use the Zerg potion, which is available in the Calamity mod. You can craft Zerg potions by combining blood orbs and cores of chaos and water. You can also buy it if you have the alchemist NPC, but Zerg potions will help you farm up those items in no time. Also, wanted to really quickly show the stats on the item. It's showing 32,544 melee damage. That's partially due to the fact that I'm wearing Auric Tesla and plenty of endgame accessories, all rolled to menacing and lots of potions, so that will boost the damage up to that amount. It's got a 99% critical strike chance, very fast speed, insane knockback, It freezes enemies and heals the player on hit, and it fires rainbow beams that change their behavior based on their color. And you can right-click for true melee. And that's it for this weapon. I highly recommend it. It looks cool, the effects are cool. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to like and subscribe. I make lots of videos showcasing modded items, especially the Calamity mod. I'm also doing a Calamity bow playthrough on Revengeance Mode if you want to check that out as well. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.